Happy birthday, Annie! AKA Anne. Just kidding, but also not kidding at all. I love that on the morning of your birthday, before I could even text you happy birthday and talk about that, you were talking to me about the show. But honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less. But here's the deal. We're going to make a big deal of your birthday. Okay, first of all, it's your 40th birthday, but your birthday, any age ever, is a big deal to me. And here's why. You are a big deal to me, okay? Because this chick from Maine waltzed into WBOC a couple years ago, pretty excited about this new gig, this cool new boss she had. But little did I know, my boss was about to become my best friend. Okay? So we're here to celebrate you. I'm here to celebrate you. We're all here to celebrate you. I could say a bajillion good things about you, but I asked a couple friends to help me out. Side note, don't get mad at how long this is. It's not going on air, so we don't have to shorten it. Also, don't judge my editing skills. Love you.
What do I love about Annie? I love how strong she is, independent she is, and she makes things happen. So if you come to Annie with something, she's gonna make it happen, and she's gonna make it beautiful at the end. You might bring her something that's a complete dud, but she's gonna turn it around and she's gonna make it amazing.
When I first met Annie, I just loved her. There's something about her that's just makes you happy and smile, and it makes the other person feel so at home, and just so immediately I just thought, oh wow, she's the greatest. And then as I've worked with her and just her professionalism and how well she is with clients and people, I just feel like she's my best friend, and I never even get to even see her that much, or she just makes you feel that way.
The thing about Annie is that you are full of love, caring, and dedication to everyone and everything you meet. Whether or not you're involved with a project, you are dedicated to help others out. You are always dedicated to say, hey, how can I help put this on my show? How can I make this better? You're always willing to step up, and you're always looking out for others. Honestly, you are nothing but caring and love, and everyone needs to be like you.
You can just tell she's a genuine person, and she just cares so much about everything and everything she does. She puts her heart into everything, and it comes across. It's very evident. And to be honest, she's a great coworker role model for me, and a good mommy role model for me too.
No matter what I need, you always find a way to make it work. I'll call you and you say, come on down, let's talk about it, boo. And we always make it work.
I think that's why the show Delmarva Life is so successful, is because Annie cares so much about what she's doing. She cares so much about the people who touch the show, whether it's the host or the sales guy who occasionally sends her a segment. She's always trying her best, and she never stops trying. And I think that's really important.
You're fun. You always have so much energy. You're always thinking about others. You're always, on top of everything, and I'm just enjoying working with you, and I like being your friend too.
I admire you so much. You put 150% into everything you do. But the thing I admire most about you is how you are such a wonderful mother.
What do I love about producer Annie? The fact that she is the most organized human being, and also the most uncoordinated at sometimes. Because I'll come down to help out with Delmarva Life, and at times I'll look at the rundown and I'll be like, there's nothing here. And then throughout the show it gets filled out, and it turns into this amazing masterpiece every single day that you produce. And it's a wonderful show to be a part of whenever I get invited, which is very rarely, and it's probably a good thing.
I just want to tell you what a joy it is to work with you. You are such a positive person and so much fun. I love seeing you every day.
Just the joy you bring when I see you every day at work, even when you are completely busy and have no time for me.
You're always sweet to everyone, and you're always there for me, and you're such a good mama. You just open up your heart to anybody who will have it. I love that about you.
What is something that I love about Annie? It's your compassion, how you always take time to sit down and talk. And these are meaningful talks. These aren't surface level talks. These are talks about family, faith, what's going on in work, and I appreciate them greatly.
From probably the very minute that I first met you, it was pretty obvious to me that you were just one of those people that makes everybody around them feel good. And after the 4 years now that I've known you, I'm pretty sure I was spot on.
I can tell you that you brighten our days every time we see you, and we're lucky to have you in our lives.
You make coming on Delmarva Life one of my favorite things to do. I just also love how you're always so supportive of everybody's career goals and personal life. You're always asking about my dog and life, and you're just a really caring person, and you simultaneously can do Lifetime shows, but also like lifestyle, but also completely rock hard news coverage.
You're the hardest working person I know, and you stay cool as a cucumber. I don't know how to.
In really dark times for me, you know, you've been a confidant and also a friend and a companion, so I've been very appreciative of all your help and just general hype that you have for me, or just matching my energy at all times. It's always much appreciated. I wish we worked similar shifts, without a doubt.
Thank you for being you. Thank you for your positive spirit. Thank you for always being a motivation that people around you need.
She is creative, she's fun, she's dedicated, and she is so professional. But she doesn't hide. She's so professional, but all the other stuff makes her just seem just like a shining diamond.
She has an open mind, and that's definitely a good thing.
My favorite part about coming in to see you is that you make me feel like you're just so excited when you see me, and it's the other way around. So
I love Annie because you just bring so much joy to me every time I see you, and you might not know this, but you've really helped my confidence grow and putting myself out there and going on TV and you being my biggest fan and all.
I just really appreciate you being a big supporter of the Ty Cobb Baseball League that we've run.
Whether it's the Reminders or the Barbara K. Brooks Transition House, you're always willing to drop everything and make sure that our needs are taken care of, and we really appreciate that.
My favorite thing about Annie is her positivity. She is always like so energetic, so upbeat. It just makes everybody around you feel the same way. It just, oh my gosh, you light up a room.
Are we on? I'm not sure. How's the lighting? Is this better? Maybe this is better. Oh, I wish I had somebody in my ear telling me what to do. Just like Annie Hearn does, who makes everybody look great on Delmarva Life. Annie, you are a superlative behind-the-scenes producer.
Annie, I just want you to know how much we genuinely love working with you. And we love your spirit, the way you approach people professionally, but also like family. And we always feel like you have time to find out about our family, and it means a lot. And it goes the extra mile, which is, I think, what you're known for doing. You always go the extra mile and somehow manage to keep everything organized. And I don't know how you do it.
On that crazy show,
It
which
is
takes a
something
lot
else. It
of
really
work.
is
You do a
something
great
else.
job, yeah.
Now, Annie Hearn is so smart, so quick, so utterly talented, and so doggone nice. Annie, I'm glad you're using your superpowers for good, or it could get real scary around there.
She really does inspire, at least me, and I've seen it around. I feel like she really inspires the people that work for her to be better, to be as good as they can be. And I think that's a large part of what makes our show work. And even when there's times where she'll blow up an entire rundown, an entire show, like in the middle of a show, because one interview's going so great. And as annoying as that might be, you always know that in the end, like that's the right choice. Like that interview is good. That shouldn't be just one. There's more to that. That's a good story,
I think one of my favorite thing about working with you is that you care more, not just about the show in general, but your team. You make us feel like one big happy family. And no matter what, if somebody has an issue, your door's always open for people to come talk to, and you're always there for everybody. You treat us all like one big happy family. Might be a small family, but you make everybody feel welcome, especially since my first day joined there in the department almost a year ago. From day one, just kind of felt like I was just part of the family from day one.
I know you don't really like it when I call you this, but you've been a great boss to me as well as everybody else that we work with. And as well as being a great boss, you've been an even better friend. Thank you for always pushing me to do my best in work and pushing me to do my best in my personal life. It really means a lot to me.
Be the woman who straightens the crown without telling the world it is crooked. That is Annie Hearn. Annie extends so much grace to everyone she meets. And for that, I am so thankful. I am amazed, Annie, that you haven't given up on me, that you see me, you see my heart before you see me and my actions. I can't imagine doing what I do day to day to day without you and your love and your grace. Thank you.
Hi, Annie. What I love most about you is that you strive for perfection every day in every Delmarva Life episode. You truly care about our audience and our advertising partners. And your passion and creativity are superseded only by your empathy and compassion for others. You're an amazing woman.
Well, lordy, lordy, look who's 40. Annie, I love the way you always put your family first.
My favorite thing is how we can laugh like anytime we're together, no matter what happens or no matter the situation.
What I love about Annie is her smile and her laugh. She can always make you feel so good and so happy no matter what's going on in your life, and you can always count on her just to cheer you up.
My favorite thing about you, hands down, how you take care of my nephew, how you take care of your family. You do the things that you have to do just to make sure everybody's great. You were such an amazing mom. Like, my nephew could not have had any better off of a mom.
Reasons why I love you? Oh my gosh, there are so many. My first reason is you adore your family like no other. You love them all fiercely, whether it be your niece, your nephew, your son. You are the person I want to always have in my corner.
When I think of Annie, one of the things that comes to mind is how she loves the Lord and how she wants everyone to know Him. And that touches my heart. I love the way that she cares for others. I love how she is with her sisters, and they can argue with great passion, but then they have a fierce love for one another. And I love that about her. I love how she loves Willie. He is the light of her life, and she would do anything for him, and she's a wonderful mother, and I love that about her.
And what's one thing you love about your mom?
That you like chickens.
All right, so here's my Annie story. Annie calls me at work one day, and then later that night, she's FaceTiming me, and I'm thinking, well, who does that anymore? But okay, I'll play. So I pick up. Well, it's not Annie. It's Annie's phone, but it's Willie, and he's talking baby gibberish. So we're going back and forth. I forgot my baby gibberish a long time ago, but every once in a while I would say, is mommy there? And he would keep doing his baby gibberish, so I figure, well, I'm going to have to end this. So I let him down very gently, said goodbye, Willie, and we disconnected. And then a couple minutes later, Annie's phone is FaceTiming me again. So I pick up again, and it was Willie. I guess we're going to pick up where we left off. So he's doing more baby gibberish, and then all of a sudden he says, Daddy? And I went, whoa! So we eventually ended that conversation, and I texted Annie. I said, somebody's playing with your phone. Anyway, Annie, cherish every minute with that kid. He's precious.
One of my favorite memories and things that I love about Annie is we kind of have this running joke. It's more of a joke from her side, I guess, where if Annie's not in her office, then she's sitting at the front of the Delmarva Life office. And every day that I walk in, she turns to look and see what I'm wearing. And if I'm not wearing khakis, she'll kind of turn to me and say, "Justin, are you wearing jeans?" Or, "Justin, are you wearing shorts?" And she gets a good chuckle out of that.
Overall, probably one of my favorite memories is when I just turned my Kermit impression on and both you and Katie just seemingly lost all concept of reality. So happy birthday from Kermit the Frog.
Well, there's probably a lot of times that I probably made mistakes. And Annie's always been there to, "Oh, Heather, she'll call me on the cell phone. It can be 10 o'clock at night. And Heather, don't worry. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it situated. Don't tell Frank this." But yeah, she's done this on her own time.
Annie is so sweet. She always so caring about not only my clients when they come in to make sure that they're taken care of, but my own family. Like, just the way that she cares about me, you know, and my family. Like, when my son comes in, you would think it was her son. She's so sweet and caring and loving about his chocolate chips and talking to him. And then you have, even like on birthdays, Annie will be the one who grabs pictures of you or your husband or your son and post a picture for them on their birthday. So just the love she gives, the overall love she gives for my family has to be my best memory. I love the love.
I have so many fond memories of you and I working together in this building, whether it's a COVID special or breaking news like tornadoes. It's always been a real pleasure and an honor to work with you. You've been so calm. Remember that COVID special? This whole hour-long show was melting down around us in the last 15 minutes before we went on the air. You were so professional and so calm, and your calmness helped to keep me calm.
You know, Annie, when we were tasked with coming up with our favorite memory with you, it wasn't much of a challenge at all. My favorite memory with you was a rundown that you had created for Kelly Rouse and I, goodness gracious, several years ago. As a matter of fact, I kept it over my desk for years. On it, you encouraged us to kick butt today, and then you drew a picture of a butt with a caption that said, "This is a butt," and a picture of a boot with a caption that said, "This is a boot."
One time we were shooting a video for work, and it was about people who have never tried raw oysters. So we were trying raw oysters for the first time. And Annie said a couple words that are not really in Annie's vocabulary. She asked, "Do you suck it or do I slurp it?" And it was like the funniest thing.
Now, do I suck it or just slurp it?
She also like spit it back out immediately, and it was hilarious. I just love that memory. My other favorite memory of Annie is one time for work, we went to New York City, and we were there on a work trip, and we were staying in Times Square, and we were with Ethan and Chase. And that night though, we stayed overnight, and Annie and I were in a room together, and we were talking, and I was telling her about like some symptoms I was having, that I was just feeling a little off. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, Hitch, you're pregnant. We have to go down to Times Square right now and find a pregnancy test." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no, we're gonna get lost. If it wasn't for Ethan and Chase, we would have got lost in New York." So once I got home, it was so funny. I took a pregnancy test, and Annie was like the first person I told. I was like, "Oh, well, you were right, I'm pregnant." So she called it, and still to this day, she makes it known that she knew I was pregnant.
Probably one of my favorite memories of you. I mean, it's not just a single memory. We do this kind of frequently, but I love it when you send me Snapchats from the control room when I can't be there to see my guests on the show.
Let's see, a favorite memory. Have to be probably the visit to our house. You guys are on one of your many tours, and I was doing yard work, and I had my dad black socks on, my dad's shorts, and my 25-year-old infamous now visor.
Is that your USC visor or the Solitude visor?
It's from, the Solitude one.
30-some
years old. So that'll never be lived down apparently, because I hear about it all the time. And yes, I just wore it this past weekend again.
So Annie helps us out in news during severe weather coverage. And I love her for it, because she'll just jump in my ear and be like, "Michael, you're gonna talk forever." Okay. And then there's this one time where she asks me to talk forever. 45 seconds afterwards, she goes, "Michael, stop talking." Okay, I'm done. But it's those kind of memories that you remember when people that you love help you to be the best that you can be at your job.
I always have a hard time picking out one specific memory of anything. I'd have to say it's the most recent memory that we have, and that was last week It could be next week, anytime, because that's what I'm going to carry with me. So we have a good conversation. I walk out of your office. I'm smiling because I got to reconnect with you.
I actually feel like every time I spend with you, every new day I spend with you, every moment I spend with you, that is a new favorite memory, because it's always something new with you. You're full of energy, you're full of joy, so I can't expect what comes next from you.
My first interview with her, I just remember feeling afterwards like it was strange how comfortable I felt. You know, I just immediately got such a good feeling, like, you know, I can vibe with this person. If this is the person leading the team that I'm applying to be a part of, this is where I want to be.
I need video of Jeff driving out on the donut.
The one memory I can think of while working in the department, and I think Katie can attest to this, is how, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I gave a spoiler to one of the Star Wars movies. And the look on Katie's face was, I thought she was going to rip my head off, and I don't think she'll ever let me live that down. And I'm pretty sure you did not watch Star Wars after that for a little bit, because it gave you a reason not to.
They ask about a favorite memory, and I guess probably my favorite memory is kind of recent, when I posted a picture of or a video of my parents dancing at Sydney's in Milton, and then the next morning you sent me a text and asked if you could use that on the air. It's like, sure. And I was with my parents when they watched it, and it really made their day, and that was pretty amazing, because now they're not doing very well health-wise, and it was a very good memory for us.
I also wanted to remind you about the time I ran into the Kevin Short fan club while I was shopping in Rehoboth.
So when I pitched her a story about cicadas, she jumped at it. And together, with all of Delmarva Life's audience, we watched a cicada emerge right in my dining room. Pretty weird, but super cool.
The funniest thing I think I ever enjoyed working with her was when I was doing the Christmas tree, how to buy a Christmas tree, and my Christmas tree decided to dance. And I knew that she really, really liked it, because when I said, do you think we should redo that again? Because, I mean, it was really crazy. She was laughing so hard she couldn't talk. That's it.
One of my best memories we had was started with a text message. It said, Grace, we've got a space. Would you like to come on the show? Do you have anything to talk about? And I wrote back, do you know who you called, Annie? Of course I have something to talk about.
I've worked with her, and one of the great things about Annie is on that show Delmarva Life, there's no such thing as a disaster, just a change in options. After a chat with her, I always felt like I'd taken my point of view to a sharpener who put a little finer edge on it.
My favorite memory is probably just meeting you, and starting our friendship, which has like so many more memories to come. I can't wait.
My favorite memory is definitely planning to pie Jimmy in the face with you. That was so much fun. What a great brainstorming session.
My favorite Annie memory, it has to be the bus ride that we took through South America. And things got pretty hairy when the desperados attacked the bus and started throwing those bags of cat litter. But I'll never forget, Annie would catch the bags, she'd hand them to me, I would throw them back, and eventually we fought them off. The only casualty in the whole enterprise was a heel from one of her high heel shoes, and later on, as we had gin and tonics and tequilas, we laughed about it, and we swore we would never forget, and I'm sure Annie has not forgotten that experience.
Playing softball with her, riding on her dad's motorcycle to practices, something's leaking, the blue cookies, and maybe inviting boys over the house when we weren't supposed to. Just lots of great memories as in our childhood, but as we get older, I really enjoy our conversations, mostly through text messages because we don't really live close by, but she's always there to listen, and we think a lot alike, so it's nice to have someone like Annie to always be able to lean on and talk to about things that are going on in the world and just our lives.
One of my favorite memories about you and me are when we went to Connecticut to take my mom and Auntie Mare to the wedding. And we went to Wegmans to get something to eat. And you dropped the donuts, and I pretended I didn't know you. That was hilarious. Some of our other favorite memories are with your dad, football Sundays, with all the spreads.
Probably the day we had Willie.
Favorite memory is the bed collapsing when we were trying to go to sleep.
And all I'm gonna say is it involved a bed, and that's all I'm gonna say on that.
One of my favorite memories of Annie is when she was in kindergarten and they had made gingerbread men out of construction paper, and she was let off the bus at the very back of our house, and she would walk across our backyard, and I would be standing there waiting for her. And by the time she got off the bus and she had gotten to where I was waiting for her, she had eaten all the chocolate chips that they had used to decorate the gingerbread man.
So Willie, what's your favorite memory of Mommy?
When Daddy and you first met.
When you were in high school and you had your Jeep, just being able to ride around with you in your Jeep, you know, enjoying a nice summer day, being able to hang out with my big sister. Probably listening to some inappropriate music I probably shouldn't have been listening to at my age, but just, those were the good days. I'd love to ride around with you. I just loved to hang out with my big sister.
What? What, buddy? It's Annie's birthday. Hey, Annie! Happy birthday from Buddy and me.
Hey Annie, may God fulfill all your dreams on your birthday. Happy 40th.
Happy birthday, Annie. It only gets better. You know what they say, 40 is the new 30. And for all of us that are even getting past you, we still feel young.
As a famous football coach, Tom Landry once said, as of today, you have 100% of your life left. So even though you're 40, you've got 100% left in the tank. Happy birthday.
My advice for you would be to take time every day for yourself.
I would say my biggest piece of advice that I've learned over the years is perspective and maintaining it and determining what's important and what is less important.
A piece of advice I could give you after you turn 40 is follow what I've been telling you, and that is let's get some shows. Let's get a week of shows done, so because that way you can enjoy your 40s.
Happy 40th birthday, Annie. If I can give you one piece of advice, drink more coffee. You're going to be tired all the time.
Now, as for advice turning 40, I got some. And the first thing is, own it, Annie. You know, you are the whole package, and you should be proud of that. However, if your hair's dirty, no one cares. You don't have to announce it, because no one sees whether or not your hair is dirty, whether or not you were able to put on your makeup. What we see is that heart, that wonderful, glorious heart.
Any advice that I have, for welcoming you to your 40s is, you know what, go have a baby. I mean, you want to do that. I was 42, I think, almost 42 when I had my last one. So it's not out of the question. It's not beyond reach. And I know that we had a conversation about that a few months back. So go and do it.
You be yourself, and you continue to bring the light into people's eyes.
Just keep enjoying that son of hers and the family, and I guess more than anything, I think that's what truly matters most in your life, and she has that all together. So just enjoy and have fun and take some time for you.
My piece of advice for Annie when she turns the magical number of 29 again is to just enjoy life. Stop and enjoy the moments, and to enjoy your family and take more time to be with your family.
Believe it or not, I'm not 40 yet. I might act like a grumpy old man from time to time, but I just say never change. Just keep being yourself, keep being the great boss and great person that you are.
one thing I could say for the future, Annie, is just spend as much time with Willie as you can. You know, you only get these moments so many times in life, and kids grow up so fast, so just appreciate all those moments together.
I don't know what advice I have for someone who doesn't look a day over 29.
Everything will hurt. That's normal. Take a chance. Buy green bananas. And don't worry, your best days are in front of you. Probably.
1, be more spontaneous, and 2, eat dessert first. I think that's good advice.
Birthdays get even better from here, so don't worry.
Just keep doing what you're doing, I think. You know, what you're doing's working. And just continue to be you, you know? Just keep being Annie. It's working out fantastic.
Annie, the best is yet to come.
Put your seatbelt on and prepare for some amazing years.
You are so free now. You don't have to have a care. Let your worries go to the side.
Hey, 40's the new 20. Live it up.
Truly just never change. Keep staying upbeat, positive. You are a light to everybody that meets you, and you're so special.
Eat more tacos. Life is so much better with tacos in your life.
Happy birthday, Annie.
Slow down. Don't work so much. Enjoy your family and forget the drama.
Advice as she turns 40, I would say don't worry about the number. You know, it's 40 and just keep on doing what you're doing. Love your family, love Jesus, and just have, you know, just be happy and be who you are.
Just to always stay humble and kind. Always love the Lord, put him first in your life. You know, this life here is temporary, and prepare for the next.
What would a 6-year-old say to a mom who's turning 40?
I love you.
I love you. So I don't really have any advice for mommy. We always talk, but just keep surrounding herself with good people who love her and treat her kind as we move from 40 to 41.
You are just at the beginning of your prime and your time. So you go, girl.
As you reach this milestone birthday, my advice to you is to keep your priorities in order, and in this order. God first, family second, and then Del Mar life. Happy birthday, kiddo.
Okay, now my best bet firing up Craig Jahelka last, because how do I follow that? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the deal. I always ask these questions, and then like I can ask them of people, and then when I go to answer them myself, I panic. But I know what I love about you as a professional and as a person. Professionally, you make doing TV like magic. You make it so fun. Like there's just something about the way you care and the way you talk about it. And obviously I've told you this before, like the day that I came to interview and you were making those little edits, seemingly not even noticeable edits to anybody else on Berlin Small Town Series Day. It was so cool because they're the tiniest edits, but they make a big difference. They really do. And it's probably why our show is often not in at an early time of day, but it's also why our show looks amazing. So there's that. And personally, I just think like you have this like heart for people that's genuinely like incredible, and it's why people want to be around you. It's why people want to interrupt your work just to talk to you, because they just love you so much and you make everybody feel so good. Favorite memory? Oh my gosh, there's so many. But here's the deal. The reason I wore this was to help you remember the time that you made me give blood on air. I was pretty new and we thought the segment was just gonna be incredible. And it just like didn't hit. Didn't hit. So that was amazing. Obviously like editing COVID special, graduation special, when we thought we were hot stuff and thought we could like fire up lens flares and we thought we were just like the coolest editors, and we tried it and we were like, this is not working. And I just like love like when I would turn to your computer and like see what you were doing and you would turn to mine, we would just like start cracking up. It was so fun. Obviously Cove Beach, obviously just all the memories. And I'm proud to be an American. the day of my bachelorette / bridal shower, that you made everything happen, which was super amazing. And the fact that you worked so hard, but you also couldn't get ready for the day. So you drove me around and you were all sweaty and it was incredible. Remember when you had like all those waters from Dunkin' Donuts in your hand? It was amazing. And I just think, I want to say like, this isn't a memory, but like, I just love the fact that like, you and me kind of go together. Like, I love that a lot of people, like, if I'm walking down the hall by myself and you're not there, somebody says, "Where's Annie?" And if you're walking down the hall, somebody says, "Where's Katie?" Like, I love that people know us together, and I love that Ethan said we're like a gift to each other. Shout out Ethan. Anyway, advice. Again, hard question, Katie. Journalist. My advice to you is, and it's not from me, it's from Lynn Mateva. Don't ever let anybody yuck your yum, okay? Know that I am always here for you, Lynn. I love you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.